Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about somebody that I haven't talked about, but y'all been asking me to. Um, for the last, I don't know, 10, 12 days, I've probably gotten a dozen messages a day to talk about a specific person. And I didn't ignore it, but I didn't make a video about it, and you're about to find out why. But things have changed. Something I expected to happen has occurred. Not exactly in the way I thought it was going to, but we're here. So we're going to talk about Oliver Anthony today. If you don't know who that is, he's a person who's been making music for a couple of years. And recently, one of his songs, the Richmond, North of Richmond, it clicked. It resonated with a bunch of people. But the authoritarian right picked it up and was like, this is our anthem type of thing. And that led to a whole bunch of conversation about the guy, about the music, about the lyrics, everything. And this is when the messages started coming in. When they came in, I looked into him a little bit. One of the things I found out is that some of his earlier covers and music led me to believe that, well, he might not be authoritarian right. That might not be who he is. And then I found something where he code switched. He used a customer service voice, dropped his accent a little bit. And if you don't know, there are demographics all around the country that at times will alter the way they speak, because the way they speak, the perception is that you're ignorant based on your accent or just the way you speak in general. A lot of people, if they are concerned about their message being understood, well, they learn how to speak without that accent. And for some people, they might go years in their professional life downplaying their accent, using a non-regional accent, so they can be more clearly understood and so they don't get mistaken for an extra from Justified. If you don't know that that phenomenon exists, it does. And the fact that it does is one of the reasons this channel exists. But here's the thing about people who do that. They're never authoritarian right. Ever. The authoritarian right, now they lean into the accent. They don't downplay it when they're speaking in public. They play it up. Why? Because it gives them credibility amongst us ignorant country bumpkins, I guess. So when I saw that, I didn't know what his politics were. He may not be on my team, but I knew he wasn't on the team of the people who were saying that, he had created their anthem. So as far as I was concerned, not my business. Get your iTunes money, dude. I also figured that anybody who was concerned about their message getting out and being understood, seeing their message misappropriated, would eventually grate, iTunes money or not. And I figured that something would happen and it would bother him. And eventually he would release a song clarifying where he was at politically. Okay? I was wrong about that. Not about the whole it starting to grate, but about him releasing a song. Apparently, it appears that the catalyst was seeing his message be misappropriated in the Republican primary debates. And he didn't release a song, but about an hour ago at time of filming, he released a video on YouTube in which he kind of says, hey, I wrote that song about the people on that stage. He's much more polite about it in tone. And he does clarify that it's not just the people on the stage. There's more to it than that. But it does appear that he wants it clear that he is not part of the authoritarian right. That leads to the obvious question. Well, for the people who are watching this channel, what is he, right? I don't know. I have no idea. My guess, if I had to guess, and to be clear, I don't know the guy. I know that there is a perception in a lot of YouTube that, every YouTuber who sounds like we do knows each other. That's not the case. I don't know this guy. But if I had to guess, he's a small government conservative. We talk about him on the channel, and most people from the city are like, those people don't really exist. No, they do. They're just normally very rural, and there's not a lot of them anymore. But that's, if I had to guess, and again, to clarify, it is a guess. That's what he is. And I know there's been a lot of conversation about some of the lyrics, particularly a part about welfare. I have been around enough small government conservatives to hear that not as welfare is bad, but the system that welfare creates in the sense of helping people isn't bad, but creating a system that makes it almost impossible to get off is. And that's generally where small government conservatives come from on it. Now, I don't know that that's his opinion of it, though. One thing that I do think is worth noting when you try to figure out where he is at, politically speaking, ideologically speaking, is that in one interview, he was talking about what it would take to fix the country. And one of the things he mentioned, and it might have been the first thing that he mentioned, was becoming a melting pot again, because diversity is one of the things that built this country. Definitely not authoritarian right. So, I don't know where the guy aligns. Okay, no clue. He seems to be pretty religious. That may play into it. It'd be super cool if it was, biblical Jesus, not Republican Jesus, that he leaned into. But we'll have to wait and see. I doubt that this is going to be the last we hear from this dude. And I have a feeling like a whole lot of the people who have been really kind of championing him and putting him out there, they're probably about to turn on him. But at the same time, I don't think he cares. So we'll have to wait and see. Again, I have no idea what the guy's ideology is. I know that it was misinterpreted, and I know that he is not authoritarian right. I have no idea where he is, though. But he did not seem happy about the way his music was used. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.